Hi everyone, welcome to Numeric Learning. Let's solve some questions from Quadratic Equation, which is chapter number 4 of class 10th Mathematics. So if you are a class 10 student and if you are watching this video, do take your notebook, pause the video and let's solve some very good questions from Quadratic Equations. So the first question is, solve the following quadratic equations by factorization method. Very easy. So you are given 5x square minus 8x equal to 0. So whenever you are asked to solve a quadratic equation, you need to get two roots. That means two values of x. Right? Here you can take x common out. From the two terms you have x common. What the first term would be 5x and the second term would be minus 8 equal to 0. So here the product of two terms is equal to 0. It means either x is equal to 0 or 5x minus 8 equal to 0. So let's write that. So here either x is equal to 0 or 5x minus 8 equal to 0, which means 5x is equal to 8, which means x is equal to 8 by 5. Right? So x value can be, so in this particular quadratic equation, you have to solve means find the value of x. So here you are getting two roots. Roots means the value of x which is satisfying this equation. Right? You can write therefore x is equal to 0 and 8 by 5 are the roots of the given equation, are the two roots. Right? So let's go ahead with another question. 6x square minus x minus 2 equal to 0. So you have to be using the middle term splitting method in this particular question. So let's do it. So you have to compare it with the standard form of quadratic equation, which is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Just compare the given question with the standard form. So here when you compare, you will be getting a is nothing but 6, b will be equal to minus 1 and c will be minus 2. We have to find two values whose sum is nothing but the b value. B is nothing but minus 1 and product is a into c, which is 6 into minus 2, that is minus 12. So find two values whose sum is minus 1 and whose product is minus 12. So here you can write 4 3s are 12. If I put a negative sign to the bigger number, then the sum would be minus 1 and the product will be minus 12. Okay, so let's substitute. So this process or this method is called as factorization using middle term splitting. This x term is your middle term. Okay, so let's do it. So you have 6x square minus x can be written as minus 4x here from here, right? Minus 4x plus 3x plus 3x minus 2 equal to 0. So let's take 2x common from the first two terms. 6 and 4, 2 is common, x square and x is common. What remains inside is 3x minus 2 plus 1, 3x minus 2 equal to 0. So among these two terms which are separated by a positive sign, you have 3x minus 2 common. What is left is 2x plus 1 is left is equal to 0. So either 3x minus 2 is equal to 0, which means 3x equal to 2 or x is equal to 2 by 3, which is one of the root. The other root is or 2x plus 1 equal to 0, which means 2x is equal to minus 1 or x is equal to minus 1 by 2. So these are the two roots of the given quadratic equation. Okay, I hope you understood. So you can write the roots are x is equal to 2 by 3 comma minus 1 by 2 are the two roots of the equation. Let's move on to the third question. Yes, 6x square plus 40 is equal to 31x. So you have the x term in the RHS. Let's bring it to the LHS side. So you have 6x square minus 31x plus 40 is equal to 0. So this is the standard form. Now let us use the same method, middle term splitting method. the sum and product. Sum will be your B term. The product will be A into C term. So we have to again compare it with our standard quadratic equation. And what is your B? B will be minus 31. What is the product? A into C. So 6 multiplied by 40. 6 4s are 24. So 240. Right? So let us go ahead and do this. So since it's a bigger number, what we can do is 240. Let's take the prime factorization. So 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 0, 2 6 are 12, again 2, 3s are 6, again 2, 15, and then 3 and 5. So we have to see multiple combinations wherein the sum will be 31. So if you see 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. So if you take 16 here, right, and 5, 3 into 5, 15, right? 16 and 15, if you add them, what would you get? You will get 31. And if you take the product of the two numbers, you will get 240. But where should you add the negative sign? To both the numbers. Only then minus 16 minus 15 will be minus 31, and minus 16 multiplied by minus 15, minus into minus is plus, 16 multiplied by 15 is 240. Okay, so this is the main part of the factorization, finding the two values for middle term splitting. Everything else is very easy. You just have to substitute 6x square minus 31x can be written as minus 16x minus 15x plus 40 equal to 0. Among the first two terms, again take 2x common. What is left inside is 3x minus 8. Right? Again, from the next two terms, you can take minus 5 common. What is left is 3x minus 8 equal to 0. So among these two terms, you have got 3x minus 8 common. 2x minus 5 is the other factor equal to 0. So this shows either 3x minus 8 is equal to 0 or 2x minus 5 equal to 0. So 3x is equal to 8 or x is equal to 8 by 3 is one value of x or one of the root. So 2x equal to minus 5 will go to the RHS, becomes plus 5, or x is equal to 5 by 2. This is the second root. So therefore you can write x is equal to 8 by 3 and 5 by 2 are the required roots of the given quadratic equation. That's all. This is your final answer. Okay, hope you understood. Let's move on to the fourth question. Yeah. 4 root 3 x square plus 5x minus 2 root 3. We have to use the same method. So when you compare it, take your sum and your product. Okay, sum is nothing but plus 5. Product is nothing but a into c. What is a? 4 root 3 multiplied by minus 2 root 3. So 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24, and there is a negative sign. So minus 24. Now again, it's very easy. So the minute you see 24, you know 8 3s are 24. If I put a negative sign to minus 3, the sum will be plus 5. So 8 minus 3 is plus 5. 8 multiplied by minus 3 is minus 24. So let's go ahead and do the middle term splitting. 4 root 3 x square plus 8x minus 3x minus 2 root 3 is equal to 0. Among the first two terms, you can take 4x common out. What is left is root 3x plus 2. Again, among the next two terms, you can take minus root 3 common out. What is left is again root 3x plus 2 equal to 0. So you have root 3x plus 2 is one term. The other term is 4x minus root 3 equal to 0. So these are the two factors. Either root 3x plus 2 equal to 0 or the other possibility is 4x minus root 3 equal to 0. So on solving, what do you get? Root 3x is equal to minus 2. X is nothing but minus 2 by root 3. This is one of the root. 4x is equal to root 3 or x is equal to root 3 by 4. This is another root. So therefore you can write x is equal to minus 2 by root 3, comma, root 3 by 4 are the two roots of the given quadratic. Are the two roots. Okay. So this is how you do, very carefully, patiently, and make sure these, when you're changing the signs, right, when you're taking out common, this is one place where mistakes happen. And the second place is when you're transferring or moving a term from LHS to RHS, it changes the sign. Plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus. Okay, just be very careful with these small, basic arithmetic principles, and you'll definitely be able to do it correctly. So definitely make sure you're doing, if you're watching the video, don't just watch. If you're a student, please do solve it and see. Let's move on to the fifth question of the day. Yeah. So the question is 4x square minus 12x plus 9 equal to 0. Let's take our sum and the product value. Sum is b, which is minus 12. Product is a into c, 36. Okay. So again, the minute you see 12, you can think of number 6 and 6. I can add a negative sign to both because the product is positive. That's also the middle term splitting can be done as minus 12x can be written as minus 6x plus 9 equal to 0. You can take 2x common out. What is left is again 2x minus 3 common out, again 2x minus 3 equal to 0. So you have 2x minus 3 is one factor. The other factor is also the same, 2x minus 3 equal to 0. So you can write 2x minus 3 equal to 0, which means 2x equal to 3 or x is equal to 3 by 2. So you have got repeated roots, right? So therefore, x is equal to 3 by 2, 3 by 2 are the required roots. Are the required, you can say, repeated roots. Okay. So that's all for, so that's the answer of this question. Let's move on to the next question. Yeah. 4x square minus 4ax plus a square minus b square. Here it's a little different compared to all the other questions. Let's do it. So here the sum is nothing but you have to take the same way. The sum as well as the product. Sum will be b, which is nothing but the coefficient of x, that is minus 4a. The product is nothing but a multiplied by c, the same way. So it is nothing but 4 multiplied by a square minus b square. Okay. So 4 I can write it as 2 into 2. Okay. So I can write it as 2 square or 2 multiplied by 2. A square minus b square can be written as a plus b into a minus b. I've just factorized this product. Okay. Now you have to see the possibility of where can we put the 2. So we can, first of all, you need the sum as negative. The product is positive. So whenever the sum is negative, which means there are two negatives and product will be positive. Okay, so let's take two negatives. So one is minus 2 multiplied by a plus b is one possibility, and another one will be minus 2 into a minus b. Let us just check by adding the two. Okay, let's put a square bracket and let's add. Why are we adding? Because let's see if the sum is minus 4a. So when you multiply it, minus 2a minus 2b plus into minus 2a is again minus 2a, minus into minus plus, minus 2 into minus b plus. So you have plus 2b. what do you see here? Minus 2b plus 2b gets cancelled. Minus 2a is minus 4a. That is your sum. So the required middle in order to split the middle term, that is minus 4ax, these are the two values. Minus 2 into a plus b, minus 2 into a minus b. So this is the most important part. Now let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so 4x square, the question is 4x square minus 4ax plus a square minus b square equal to 0. So 4x square, I will write the first term as minus 2 into a plus b into x. Don't forget the x. Again minus 2 into a minus b into x plus, in place of a square minus b square, let's write it as a plus b into a minus b equal to 0. Okay, so among the first two terms, you have 2x common out. Open a square bracket. Inside you have 2x minus a plus b. This is one term. Okay, among the second and the third, you can take a minus common out. A minus b as common. Open a square bracket. You will have 2x minus a plus b. This is the second term equal to 0. So everything else is the same. Now you can take 2x minus a plus b is common among the two expressions. The other value is 2x minus a minus b equal to 0. So this leaves us with having 2x minus a plus b. Either this is equal to 0, which means 2x is equal to a plus b, or x is equal to a plus b by 2, or 2x minus a minus b equal to 0, which means 2x is equal to a minus b, which means x is equal to a minus b by 2. So this is another root. So these two are the roots of the given quadratic equation, which means if you substitute either of these values in the given equation, it will balance out. That means it will satisfy making LHS equal to RHS. Okay, both are the roots of this quadratic equation. So this is quite an important question. Make sure you do it. Let's move on to the 7th question. Yes. 9x square minus 6b square x minus a to the power 4 minus b to the power 4. We have to do it the same way as we did just now. So take out your sum as well as your product. Right? The sum is nothing but the coefficient of x, which is minus 6b square. Product is a into c, which is minus 9 a to the power 4 minus b to the power 4. Okay, so I can write this as minus 3 into 3. Okay, I am just splitting 9 as 3 multiplied by 3. Negative remains the same. Again, a to the power 4 minus b to the power 4. Again, a plus b, wherein it's a square plus b square multiplied by a square minus b square. Okay, multiplied by a square minus b square. So these are the, now let's see a possibility of where can we write a minus 3, because look at the product. Product also has a negative sign. Sum also has a negative sign. When the product has a negative sign, it means any one of the term is negative. Okay, so let's see the possibility here. Let's just put plus 3 to a square plus b square term, and minus 3 into a square minus b square term first of all. Okay, so I'm just putting the plus 3 to the first, minus 3 to the second term. I'm just going to add them. So when I add them, 3a square plus 3b square minus 3a square minus into minus plus 3b square. Okay, so if you see 3a gets cancelled, what I get is 6b square. And this is wrong because I need the sum as minus 6b square. So this is not correct. Let me see the other possibility. What is the other possibility here? Let me take a negative 3 to a square plus b square and plus 3 to a square minus b square. Okay. In this case, when I add them, what do I get? Minus 3a square minus 3b square plus 3a square minus 3b square. In this case, 3a square gets cancelled. Minus 3b square minus 3b square is minus 6b square. So this is correct. So what are the two terms for middle term splitting? One is this, minus 3 into a square minus 3 multiplied by a square plus b square is one term, and the other term is 3 into a square minus, this is the other term. So these are the two terms for middle term splitting. Let's go ahead and do it. So let me write the question again. So 9x square. Now in place of minus 6b square x, I'm going to replace it with minus 3 into a square plus b square. Do not forget to write the x, plus 3 into a square minus b square multiplied by x, and the last term I will write it as a square plus b square multiplied by a square minus b square equal to 0. Okay, so among the first two terms, what can I take? I can take 3x common out. What will be left inside? You have 3x minus a square plus b square. This is one term. Plus, you can take a square minus b square common out, which will leave us with 3x minus a square plus b square equal to 0. So, rest is all same. 3x minus a square plus b square is one term, and the other term is nothing but 3x plus a square minus b square is the other term equal to 0. So here is 3x minus a square plus b square equal to 0, or 3x plus a square minus b square equal to 0. So you have 3x is equal to minus, right? So this side it becomes plus. So x is equal to a square plus b square by 3. On the other side, this will become 3x is equal to minus of a square minus b square. When you open the bracket, you'll get minus a square plus b square, or b square minus a square is 3x, or x is equal to b square minus a square by 3, right? So these are the two roots. So therefore, x is equal to, you can write a square plus b square by 3 is one root, and the other root is b square minus a square by 3. These are the required roots. Okay. I hope it was clear. Let me know if this part was not clear. You can always re-watch it. Okay. So definitely do rewatch and make sure you understand how we are identifying which two terms to consider. Is it minus 3 multiplied by a square plus b square, and 3 multiply a square minus which combination should work? Just try to understand that. You always have to make sure the middle term, the terms that you are taking in place of middle term should have a sum and the product satisfied. Okay, so I think rest you should be able to follow. Let's move on to the next question, the 8th question. This is quite simple. You just have to cross multiply. Let's cross multiply. So x plus 3 multiplied by 2x minus 3 is equal to x plus 2 multiplied by 3x minus 7. You're just cross multiplying. Open the brackets and multiply each term with every other term. So 2x square minus 3x minus 6 plus 6x minus 9 is equal to 3x square minus 7x plus 6x minus 14. So you have 2x square, 6x minus 3x is plus 3x minus 9 is equal to 3x square minus x minus 14. Okay, so let's bring all the terms to one side. So 3x square minus 2x square minus x minus 3x minus 14 plus 9 equal to 0. So on solving, what do you get? X square minus x minus 3x is minus 4x minus 14 plus 9, which is minus 5, equal to 0. So this we have formed a standard quadratic equation. Sum and product. Sum is minus 4, product is minus 5. So 5 ones are 5. If you put a negative sign to the bigger number, you get a sum as minus 4. So x square minus 5x plus x minus 5 equal to 0. X common, x minus 5 plus 1 common, again x minus 5 equal to 0. So you have got x minus 5 into x plus 1 equal to 0. So either x minus 5 is equal to 0 or x plus 1 equal to 0. So x is equal to 5 is one of the root, x equal to minus 1 is another root. So you can write therefore x equal to 5 comma minus 1 are the required roots. Okay. I hope it's clear. This question is quite easy, quite straightforward. Let's move on to the next question. Yeah, ninth question. 14 divided by x plus 3 minus 1 equal to 5 divided by x plus 1. X is not equal to minus 3 comma minus 1. Let's take all the x terms to one side. So you have 14 divided by x plus 3 minus 5 divided by x plus 1. And let's take this minus 1 from LHS to RHS, which is 1. Take the LCM. The LCM is nothing but x plus 3 multiplied by x plus 1. So you have 14 multiplied by x plus 1 minus 5 multiplied by x plus 3 equal to 1. Okay, so let's open the brackets. So you have got 14x plus 14 minus 5x minus 15 is equal to cross multiply. You will have x plus 3 multiplied by x plus 1. Right? So here you can just solve it. What is 14x minus 5x? It is 9x. Right? So you have 9x minus 15 plus 14 is minus 1 is equal to again x square plus 3x. So you have plus 1x plus 3x. This is equal to plus 4x plus 3. Bring all the terms to one side. So you have got x square plus 4x minus 9x plus 3 plus 1 equal to 0. So you have x square minus 5x plus 4 equal to 0. So what is the sum? The sum and the product. Sum is nothing but minus 5. Product is nothing but 4. So 4 into 1 is 4. If I put negative sign to both, the sum becomes minus 5. Let's do the middle term. Replace middle term with minus 4x and minus x plus 4 equal to 0. X common, you have x minus 4 minus 1 common, x minus 4 equal to 0. So one of the root is x minus 4, the other root is x minus 1 equal to 0. So either x minus 4 equal to 0 or x minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to plus 4 or x is equal to plus 1. Okay. So the two roots are x equal to 4 comma 1 are the two roots. Should be your final answer. Okay, do try it. But again, there's one more thing. X should not be equal to minus 3 and minus 1. Yeah, make sure the final answer, the root that you're getting should not be minus 3 or minus 1. Okay. Let's move on to the next question, which is the 10th and the last question of the day here. So, very simple. You have got your x terms in the left hand side. Let's take the LCM. So when you take the LCM, you have x plus 4 into x minus 7. The numerator will become x minus 7 minus x plus 4 equal to 11 by 30. Solve it, open the bracket, so you'll have x minus 7 minus x minus 4 whole divided by x square minus 7x plus 4x. So minus 7x plus 4x minus 28 is equal to 11 by 30. Okay, so plus x minus x gets cancelled. Minus 7 minus 4 is minus 11. Minus 11 whole divided by x square minus 3x minus 28 is equal to 11 by 30. Now 11 on either sides can get cancelled. This will become just 1. And then we can cross multiply. So when you cross multiply, you will have x square minus 3x minus 28 is equal to minus 30. Okay, let's bring minus 30 to one side. X square minus 3x minus 28 plus 30 equal to 0. So you have x square minus 3x. 30 minus 28 is plus 2. Okay, so plus 2 equal to 0. Again, the same way, sum and product. Sum is minus 3, product is 2. So 2 and 1 are the numbers. Put a negative sign to both. So x square minus 2x minus 1x plus 2 equal to 0. Take x common out, x minus 2 minus common out, x minus 2 equal to 0. So the two roots are x minus 2 multiplied by x minus 1 equal to 0. In the question you are given x should not be minus 4 and 7. Let's see what you are getting. Okay, so here x is equal to plus 2 comma x is equal to minus x minus 1 equal to 0, which means x is equal to 1. What is the question giving? X should not be minus 4 or 7, right? Yeah, so both these are the given roots. So therefore you can write x is equal to 2 comma 1 are the required roots. Are the required roots of the given quadratic equation. Okay, I hope by solving these 10 questions you would have definitely understood how to do middle term splitting. Yeah, by taking the sum and the product value, sum will always be b, the coefficient of x, product will be the coefficient of x square multiplied by the constant. Okay, so you have to find two numbers whose sum and products are matching. Okay, they are two numbers whose sum and product should fit the given values, and then replace the middle term with these two values, right? So you definitely do practice, and I hope you understood. Let me know in the comments if this was useful. Thank you so much. Happy learning. Do subscribe and please do share it with your friends. Thank you.